Hello, Gemini. Sorry, Gemini. Welcome to your weekend express love readings from the 15th to the 17th of November. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment down in the comment section below. Okay, so you've got the 10 and the 9. Interesting. Going to be releasing some new merchandise soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, let's get started with your love messages, please. Love messages for Gemini this weekend. Thank you. Oh, goodness. This devil has been in nearly every single reading tonight. She is just channeling that Mercury energy, causing trouble. Okay. Okay. Right. Interesting. All right. So I feel like you may be dealing with a Capricorn. I also do feel like there was some sort of toxic situation which you or the other person ended. Either way, doesn't matter, didn't go ahead because you've got this Ace of Cups in reverse. So it kind of, I feel like it actually just didn't get off the ground for some reason. But you actually ended up feeling okay about it. Like you realized that it wasn't the right thing for you. Lately though, probably because it's retrograde season, either this person's coming back or you're thinking about it and kind of wondering, oh, did I give it everything I could have? Could we have done something different? What if I made a mistake? Blah, 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 blah. Let's see what this devil is, please. Okay. I'm going to take this one. Yes. One more, please. I feel like it... do you know what the first thing that came to mind when I saw that Two of Cups on the devil? Sorry, you can't really see it from there. I thought of like a false twin flame scenario. Everyone thinks twin flame, la la la, it happens all the time. It actually doesn't happen all the time. It's very unusual and it's actually not a blissful kind of union most of the time either. So it's a challenge. You weren't put on this earth to have fun. You were there to do stuff, basically. But I feel like this was a situation where maybe you thought this was your twin or your soulmate and it ended up being quite the opposite. There was no willing to put any kind of work in. You were doing all the work was one-sided, and that's what was making it toxic. It was like you were trying to fit this square peg in a round hole, like he's hammering it, trying to make it work any which way he can, and he doesn't care that it's not actually... or he's a round peg trying to fit in a square hole maybe, but he doesn't mind that it's not. He's just going to force it in there with that hammer any way he can, and that was the toxicity. So this love didn't go ahead with this Ace of Cups in the reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse, yeah. Okay, so you could have been dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but no love was being offered. Whoever it was pulled right back, changed their mind. It may have been quite sudden, but they withdrew that love offer. And you kind of got, you were okay about it, weirdly. Maybe you weren't at the start, but you've got to a point where you're okay. I feel like you have released it. You've gotten more confident. You're actually, enjoying life again. But just recently, you're just starting to think about it again. It's creeping in your thoughts. Nine of Cups. I feel like something has happened to make it creep in your thoughts. Yeah, see, you've got this Four of Cups again, clarifying this night. So you were good, but just under the surface, you've got your Four and your Five of Cups, thinking about the past, regret, wondering if you could have done something different, like I said. The Five of Cups, please. Yes, it could be because you've had a couple of bad dates, and now you're like, oh my God, maybe that person wasn't so bad. Maybe I should have tried harder. What if I'm going to be single forever? Like you're really missing that person. I feel like though that there's something bigger that has actually contributed to this. I don't know whether someone's tried to come around again, has made a bit of an offer, or has reached out and communicated, maybe sent an apology. This is an apology card as well. So maybe you're thinking about apologizing if you feel like it was something you did, but something is making you. Thanksgiving, I know, is coming up for some of you, so whether that's got you thinking, like with the holidays approaching, but there's some little trigger that's like a little worm inside your mind got you thinking. What's the most likely outcome this weekend, please? Most likely outcome for Gemini. Oh, that one, please. Yes. Okay. So you definitely thinking that you've made a bad decision. This is a poor judgment when it's in reverse. It's the judgment card in reverse. So you're like, you feel like you've made a bad judgment call ultimately. It is. It's reading like a book. You're blaming yourself for some reason here. Yeah. Okay. So this is all about you thinking too much, Gemini, basically. So you're sitting here wondering if you've made a bad decision, wondering if you could have invested more with this Six of Pentacles. Could you have given more? Did you give enough? Maybe you were too cold with this Queen of Cups in reverse. You know, maybe you could have been more loving. Maybe you didn't really show them how you felt. Maybe they didn't know how you really felt. Like, they're all the things that are running through your mind. You should have worked harder. Like, all that sort of stuff. It's all going through your mind. So you're going to be thinking about that all weekend. Let's see what Spirit thinks you should be doing. Advice, please, for Gemini. I can't see the timer. What are we? Oh, it's not too bad. Advice for Gemini. Okay, so the advice is pretty clear. If you really have to get something off your chest, get it. There may be someone that is coming in to tell you something. They're thinking about it, but ultimately you've got to not avoid the change of life and the fact that the wheel will turn where it's meant to turn. This wasn't meant for you. This was only ever meant to be whatever it was, and the wheel turned, and you're trying to avoid accepting that the wheel turned here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Spirit saying move forward. Like, you learned everything you could from this situation, even though it was toxic. Reflect on that. Focus on what happened, how you might learn from it, how you can apply it going forward, because that's where the lesson is, so that you can move forward. But this was absolutely a lesson, not so much for something to you regret, but you're kind of getting warned about going on the wheel again. You can get on the wheel again, but you're going to get taught the same lesson again. Is there anything else that you want to say? Any other advice, please, Spirit? Yeah, you need to work on yourself, basically, for the minute. Absolutely, work on yourself. Move forward, work on yourself, take the bits of this that you can learn from, and then press on. Get in that chariot and move to the next bit, because then you're going to move to the next segment of your wheel that is ready for you. You're going to stay stuck in this segment. You've already done this segment. It's like when you play computer games and you're redoing the same level over and over again. You've already leveled up. You've learned this. It's time to level up. Put it in the upright, move to the next segment of the wheel. Yeah? Romance angels, please, for Gemini. Ooh. Heart-to-heart conversation. So you may have something that you need to get off your chest, and that might be just because you owe an apology or you've got something that you need to say, but that's all it should be. It should be, I'm going to say this with no expectation of any return. This is just going to make me feel better. You might have a truth that you need to tell, but it shouldn't be said with an aim of trying to recapture this person or have another go. Like, you can if you want, but that's not kind of the advice that the tarot is giving. So yeah, that heart-to-heart conversation might be a key element of progressing you to that next segment of the wheel. Absolutely. All right, Gemini, thanks so much for joining me. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment down in the comment section below. Stay tuned for that merchandise, and don't forget to hit the notification button if you want to be back here for the weekly reads, which are a little bit longer. So for those of you that aren't familiar, the weekly reads are a longer, more extended read. Have a great weekend. Talk to you all soon. Bye.